everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we are finishing up the Gunbreaker questline once and for all. It's been a long time coming and I'm looking forward to seeing it end. With the Gunblades of the Patriots, Radovan and Sophie are settling into Revenant's Toll, yet still yearn for adventure. Claire, it's good to see you again. Since last we met, I've been introduced to a fair few adventurers who hope to learn the art of the Gunbreaker. Though I haven't taught you, my expectations are perhaps a little too high.
Radovan's been so preoccupied, he's hardly taken on any other jobs, leaving me with plenty of time on my hands. Those women who work for UL'DAH have me running about after bookstones. Or was it stone tomes? I forget which. Anyway, what have you been up to?
The man who protects his loved ones with a gunblade. Oh, they're talking about Thancred. How can that be? Learned it while Imperial territory, eh? But that doesn't change the fact that I'm the only Gunbreaker who have escaped the destruction of Boja's Citadel. And if I didn't train him, who did? That's it! One of the others must still be out there!
Now that you mention it, an adventurer from GRIDANIA told me they saw a man in the Carling canopy carrying a weapon a lot like your gunblade. A Hrothgar, too. I thought they were talking about you, so I didn't pay much attention. But you haven't been back there since we moved to Revenant's Toll. I wonder who it could be.
Sophie, why didn't you say something sooner? If it truly is one of my fellow Gunbreakers, I have to find them.
We should probably go with him. Even if there is another gunblade-wielding Hrothgar, it doesn't necessarily mean they'll be pleased to see Radovan. Perhaps Mother Mimoni knows something about it?
Okay, so let's head back to GRIDANIA. Wow, I wonder where this story is going to take us. Does this mean that we're going to be looking around to each one of the places that we visited looking for this Gunbreaker? And then kind of reuniting Radovan with, like, his old comrades? Oh! What if this means, like, his son or someone that he knows is still alive? Oh, that would be so sweet! Because, like, we gotta face facts. Like, he's been through hell and back. Like, being locked up for about 10 years, being forced to serve the Empire, being tortured, losing his homeland, and forced to come to this completely new land. He's had it rough. He needs a break.
Why yes, a man like the one you described was here but a few days ago.
And you're sure he had a gunblade like mine?
Identical, I would say, but more importantly, he was looking for you, Radovan. As I was in the midst of explaining the assignment I gave you, he suddenly ran off in search of your former client. He was gone before I had a chance to ask his name.
Who could he be? And what does he want?
Oh look, it's my favorite bodyguards! Oh, what a surprise! I was hoping I thought we'd never see you again.
Since last we met, my sweet Marigold has returned to thrilling audiences with her uplifting performances. As a matter of fact, we have come here to drink to her continued success.
Then your timing and choice of venue are impeccable, for we have need of your help. Do you by any chance remember a Hrothgar man who was looking for Radovan? He may have asked you about the assignment to guard UL'DAH.
Yes, I know of whom you speak. He had heard that Radovan was last seen making a beeline for UL'DAH, and we told him as much. He won't stay for long when he realizes I'm no longer there. I best find him before he moves on.
If he follows a similar line of questioning, it'll lead him to our former client. Since Oriel is most likely still undergoing treatment, he'd probably end up talking to Geralt instead. I must say, he was a rather fearsome-looking chap. Not the sort of person you want chasing you. Make sure he doesn't kill you or anything.
Well, that's a nice thing to say to somebody.
I do hope you find this countryman of Radovan's, or that he finds you. Either way, I wish you good luck.
You know, that's such a nice thing to say to somebody, you know? Have fun out there, be careful, and try not to get killed. Maybe not the nicest thing to say, but it's practical, I'll give her that. So, we're gonna head back to our old clients, it looks like. So, where is he? So, okay, he's right outside the gate of THAL. So we'll go to the Sapphire Alley Aetheryte. That'll get us there quick. So I wonder how things are going here. I mean, despite it being a while since we last saw them, I don't think that someone can get over being addicted that easily. So I don't think we'll be seeing Oriel today.
At least their son seems well enough, all things considered.
Do you think we got here in time? We'll find out.
Do you want to play a game? Daddy says he's too tired.
Thanks to you, Tim and I have been living together for a little while now. Most of the money I earn goes to Fronsdale's Frostfully for Oriel's care, though thankfully we still have enough to keep a roof over our heads. Slowly but surely, she's improving, though she still can't forgive herself for what she put Tim through. Not sure I can either, but we're all she's got.
Daddy says Mummy was very sick before, but she's getting better.
Happiness comes easily to some people, while others have to fight for it. I hope you find the strength to support each other in the days to come. Thank you, sir. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, but a man was asking about you. A Hrothgar bloke. Similar sword, too. After I told him you left UL'DAH, he headed off in the direction of the airship landing.
Not again. He's probably already in LIMSA LOMINSA looking for you.
Then let's go straight to Futag ya Futag and pray we're not too late. He's looking forward to us being a family again, in spite of everything.
Are you going to ride an airship?
Nah, we're going back in style. In other words, we're going back quickly. I really want to know who this guy is. I do think that he's one of Radovan's countrymen. I haven't given up the idea that he might be Radovan's son. I mean, it has been over 10 years since he last saw his son, and there is a chance he might have survived. But yeah, it could be just about anybody here. Oh wait, maybe it's not him, because if this is the same guy who taught Thancred the art of the gunblade, then he would be a professional. And maybe his son just perhaps isn't old enough to be considered like a full professional.
Come to think of it, I wonder what happened to Gilwiz.
I have a feeling he's still a step or two ahead of us. This is the first time I've seen you three since that business with Gridwiz, yes? As planned, his testimony led to the convictions of several high-profile criminals. Then a few days later, he died peacefully in his sleep. I see. Even though he knew he was beyond forgiveness, his final deed has made LIMSA LOMINSA a safer place. If only he'd seen the error of his ways sooner. There was one other thing. A fellow an awful lot like yourself came through not long ago, and he was looking for you, Radovan. I told him that you'd moved on, and that he should try his luck around the airship landing. Then he must have gone to ISHGARD.
And he'll eventually find his way to Reese, who'll hopefully keep him busy until we arrive. Come on, we best get going.
I could have sworn that when they carried Gilwiz's bodies away, he had a smile on his face. Well, hopefully it means that he found peace with himself. So let's go see if we can find Reese, and hopefully we'll find out who this guy is. Judging from the picture that when we first accepted the quest, it looked like Radovan was standing over the edge of snow, so I think that this is where we're going to be seeing that image. So hopefully we'll find him around here. Ah, there you are. We were just discussing that Gunbreaker fellow you're chasing after. He was here looking for you, but I'm afraid you missed him. I might have guessed. Back to Revenant Toll it is, then. Hold on. When I mentioned Master Mamula, that Rothgar fellow seemed rather taken aback, and then asked where he could find him. I didn't see any reason not to tell him, so... You bloody fool! If a Bojan survivor is looking for him, his life could be in danger. By the Fury, what have I done?
Where is Mamula?
He went to inspect the exterior walls of Camp Dragonhead, so he'd probably be at Providence Point. Oh, no. Seriously? What was he thinking? If anything happens to Mamula, oh gods, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you better be. I mean, what were you thinking? I mean, he knows about who Mamula was in the past. He should have known. And he might have been able to guess that this guy might have come from the same homeland that Radovan came from. What was he thinking? Providence Point. Where is that? I think it's up here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember back in the good old days when we just had a realm reborn, I would spend so much time trying to level up by doing fates. I would just run around here over and over, doing so many fates trying to level up. This was way before Heavensward came out, so... Yeah, good times, but I thought that sounded familiar.
Where could he be?
Voices up ahead. With me, Claire. Stop! Radovan, I've been looking everywhere for you. Get away from him, Rostic. Please calm yourself, Radovan. He means me no harm. Like you, I have chosen to put the past behind me. In fact, I came here to ask for Mamula's aid in rebuilding Boja Citadel. But that's... impossible? Far from it. You see, we were not the only ones to escape the destruction of our home. Those who were away on missions or visiting other settlements were spared. Then there's a chance that... Listen, Radovan, your family is gone, lost in the blast, the monarchy too, and yet our clan lives on. I will seek out survivors so that we may build a home together, and if we cannot return to where Boja once stood, we shall find a new land to call our own. Nothing will ever make right the wrongs I have committed. Even so, I shall do everything in my power to make Rostek's dream a reality. Radovan, Will you join us? I'm sorry, Rustic. I've already lost one family, and I do not wish to lose another. Though we are not joined by blood, and are as different as night and day, we have each other. And that is not all. I have passed on the ways of the Gunbreaker to Claire, the first of many, I hope. I too taught someone from outside of our clan how to wield the gunblade. You have much in common with him, Radovan. He too has someone that he wants to keep by his side, like family. If you meet other Bojans, tell them I would welcome their help. Perhaps one day our paths will cross again. Look after each other. Thank you, Rustic. Fare thee well. Wow. Oh. Oh, my heart. Oh, that's so much sweetness. It's killing me here.
So much for being a gunblade-wielding murderer. He seemed quite nice, actually.
Yes, I'm glad to have been proven wrong on his occasion. Rustic is still as honorable and as wise as I remember him. Nonetheless, I appreciate you coming to my aid. I must admit I feared the worst when he appeared out of nowhere, though he soon made his intentions clear. I never expected such kindness from not one but two men who have every reason to want me dead. I am grateful to you both for allowing me to work for the greater good. Speaking of which, I must fulfill my obligations to the ISHGARDians. Until we meet again.
Now that that's over, we should return to Remnant's Toll and try to earn back the money we spent on airship tickets.
Oh, it's not that much. I mean, to beginning adventurers, maybe a little bit. But, oh, my heart. That is so sweet. I knew it. I knew he cared about Sophie. Oh, they are just like a uncle and a niece. I mean, I would say like father and daughter, but that's been done so many times. So I'm gonna say like the grumpy old uncle and the energetic niece. Well, it looks like this is the end. I don't want to say goodbye.
Back at last. You know, this place is beginning to feel like home.
All this time, I thought I was the only Bojan left. Now that I know that Rustic and several others are still out there, perhaps I don't need to rush my search for new Gunbreakers. In fact, I think I would be better off working as a bodyguard again, and show people throughout Eorzea what we Bojans are capable of.
Seeing is believing, after all. Maybe I could do the same for Dalmasca. Oh, did I not tell you? I'm originally from Rabanastre, the capital. The city itself was destroyed, deliberately I might add, by the Garleans after the failed rebellion, but our traditions live on, and I think I'll make quite a good ambassador for my people.
If everything goes according to plan, we'll be traveling to the far corners of the realm and meeting all sorts of people. Though we'll still use Revenant's Toll as a place to hang our hats, as I believe the saying goes. Of course, with as gifted a successor as you, I'll have to keep training so I won't be outdone. Or maybe you'll be the one teaching me next time. Oh, wait! I can't use it? Darn, I have too much stuff! Oh, so I guess that's gonna be it for now, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed my series of the Gunbreaker. It was fun while it lasted. And yes, here we go. So it's over. We have reached the final level. I take it your skills are a Gunbreaker as sharp as ever. How fare you of late? My countryman Rotek is hard at work building a new home for the survivors of Boja. I must admit that it was quite a great relief to discover that I was not the last of my kind, nor the last Bojin Gunbreaker. It also means I need not be in such a hurry to find successors to inherit our techniques. Having said that, I feel that I may best serve my countrymen by demonstrating the power of the Gunbreaker to the people of Eorzea. Gaining a reputation as a dependable bodyguard is the first step. It seems that Sophie is hoping to do something similar to the fallen city of Rabanastre. By sharing tales of her home in the seventh heaven, the patrons certainly make for an attentive audience, especially that minstrel fellow. Oh, I'm sure he is. On the whole, I say coming here was the right decision. We never would have made it this far without your help, for which we are both extremely grateful.
I have joined expeditions to hunt for stone tomes, whereas Radovan only occasionally comes along. He says once in a while is fine, but I don't want it to turn into a daily grind.
Oh my gosh, did you just say that? I love that they are poking fun at players here. I really love it that Square Enix is doing that. Oh, that's too funny. The title that we just earned is known as the Wandering Vanguard. Well, everyone, that's it for the Gunbreaker for right now. I hope that everyone enjoyed the quest lines. I know I did. So until next time, you take care out there. The world's a dangerous place, even for a Gunbreaker.